Hey everyone, welcome to Homeschool. Hope everybody are doing good. And we all very well know that this year's Karnataka Board SSLC examination pattern has been completely changed. And about the new pattern and about the examination, I have already discussed in the previous video. If you want, you can watch the video where the link is provided in the description. And today I have come up with the question paper pattern. I mean to say, they will provide you the OMR sheets. We all very well know that you have multiple choice questions, isn't it? There are two papers. Paper 1 includes the core subjects like science, maths, and social. Paper 2 includes the languages. So from each subject, 40 questions they will ask you, and altogether 120 questions you have to answer in each paper, right? And all the questions are in multiple choice way, right? And you know what? For each subject, they will provide you one OMR sheet for you. You can see the OMR sheet which is displayed on the board for you. This is how the OMR sheet looks like. If you see the sheet properly, you can clearly see first thing they have mentioned is the subject. See, OMR sheet 1 Kannada they have mentioned. I mean, for every subject, for maths they'll give you OMR sheets which includes the 40 questions, and for science one OMR sheet, and for social one OMR sheet, right? So for every 40 questions, one OMR sheet will be provided for you. And this is how that OMR sheet looks like. And see, the first thing they mentioned was the subject name. After the subject, you have certain information which includes a student's name, register number, SATS ID, center code, name and address, candidate type, okay, and later date of exam and subject name and code. Everything is there on OMR sheet itself. And coming to the very important point that you have to do on a OMR sheet is, you see here, there are two options. One is QP, question paper version. So you have something called question paper version, right? And four circles are there here. And another one is absent shade, absent shade, right? If you are absent for the examination, your invigilator will shade that particular circle. Okay, if you are present for the examination, you have to go for this column. See, question paper version. They have given question paper code A, B, C, D. I mean, you will be given certain set of question paper. Usually 4 sets of question papers would be there: A set, B set, C set, and D set. And the difference between the sets is, the questions will be of same type, no doubt, but the question numbers will be jumbled up. Okay, so if you have a certain question as a question number 1, the same question will be there as question number 10 for the other person. Okay, so this is how question numbers will be in a jumbled way, but the same questions would be provided for everyone. Okay, like that there are 4 sets of question papers: set A, set B, set C, and set D. And whichever set you got, that particular circle you should round up. Okay, and you have to use the blue or black ballpoint pen. Okay, you're not supposed to use the ink pen, so you should use the ballpoint pen here. So with the pen, nicely you have to shade the circle. Say if you get set A, then you have to circle A only. Okay, you're not supposed to touch the other circles. You have to circle only A. So this is how first thing you have to do is mark the circle. Okay, whichever the set you had got. Say A set, if you get, mark A circle. So this is the first thing you have to do. Question paper version you have to mark first. And later, if you can see the OMR sheet which is there on a board, you see there are 40 questions, right? Say in this line you have 10 questions, and in the second line, say this is the first line, you had 10 questions. In the second line you had 10 questions. Third line you had 10 questions, and fourth line you had 10 questions. Isn't it? Say all together 40 questions are there. And if this is the first question, the 4 circles are provided here. right? See, it's all multiple choice questions. So you will have 4 options. You know that. For each question, you will have the 4 options. Say, for example, if the question is lime water is, okay, there are 4 options. Option A, calcium oxide. Option B, calcium hydroxide. Option C, calcium carbonate. And option D, none of this. If this is the question, okay, if this is the question, so what is your answer? Lime water is calcium hydroxide, isn't it? Option B. So for the first question, your answer is option B. Say they'll give in a circle. This is A option, this is B option, this is C option, and this is D option. Okay, so your answer is B, no. So you have to shade the B circle. You have to nicely shade the B circle. Okay, and if you have a confusion, say you are confused between B and C, and if you shade both B and C, that will not be considered. Okay, that will not be considered. They won't count that particular question for marking. Clear? Is that clear for you? So you have to be very, very careful in circling. Only one option you can select. No selection of, if you circle like this, if you shade both the circles, then it is considered as wrong. Okay, so you have to shade only one particular circle. Clear, everyone? So this is very, very important. So more than one circle, you are not supposed to shade. Only one circle you have to shade. Clear? So this is how all the questions you have to shade properly. So first you have to read out the question. See, question paper will be provided separate and OMR sheet will be provided separate. So, right, OMR sheet looks like this, and in the OMR sheet, you have to go on shading the circles in this particular format. Clear? So all the 40 questions you can shade this way only. Right? So first thing is you need to read the question carefully in the question paper and select the answer, then go for shading it. Clear? And you know what? This is not a new pattern actually. You all are aware of the competitive exams that you are going to write after second PUC. That means after 12th, like CET, NEET for medical, and IIT, JEE for engineering. And in all these entrance examinations, they will provide OMR sheets like this only. Okay, say after your 12th, you will actually have to do this kind of marking in OMR sheets, right? So this is like a practice now, so no need to panic looking at the OMR sheets, and invigilator will give you every suggestion how to fill the OMR sheets, and I have given an idea how you have to fill the OMR sheets. Okay, so you have to go on shading the circles, that's it. So only one circle, whichever the option is correct, that circle you have to shade, right? So all that you have to do is this, no writing written answer. So you no need to tick the option in the question paper, right? So for everyone, OMR sheet will be provided where you have to shade the circles, that's it. So, so for every subject, they will provide one OMR for you. For science, one OMR, because the OMR, you see, it had only 40 questions, right? So for science, one OMR, for social, one OMR sheets, for maths, one OMR sheets, like that, maybe 3 OMR sheets you have to fill, okay? So that's how you have to do the OMR sheets carefully. Right? So first thing you have to do is question paper version, whichever the set you got, that particular circle you have to shade. In case if you are absent for the exam, then invigilator will shade the absent circle. Okay, if you are present, you're not supposed to touch this particular column. So after that, carefully read the question, select the option, and one by one go on circling, and never ever shade 2 circles together. If you shade that, your marks will get cut. Okay, and don't leave anything empty. Don't leave any question empty. Okay, so question paper would be more easier. They said that they will be asking you the direct questions this year, so no difficulty level. Even then, you must be aware with the concept, otherwise you cannot pick out the correct answer. So first, you should have clarity on each and every concept of the chapter. So then only you can get that confidence to select a correct option, right? And you know what, only 40 questions are asked from a subject. That means from each chapter maybe 2 or 3 questions can come, that's it. So you can concentrate the important concepts from the chapter. Say for example, in the chapter called electricity, you know, magnetic field lines properties are there, series and parallel combination, you know, they may not ask you the 3 mark calculation, 4 mark calculation, you know, simple calculations based on the formulas could be there, right? So you have to concentrate on the numericals. If you go to electricity chapter, formula based questions can be asked, right? So that's how important concepts you have to concentrate, right? So if you come to control and coordination, you know, hormones function is important, reflex actions are important, and brain, see, as a diagram they may not ask you to draw, that's not possible, but diagram based questions they may ask you. Say you have different parts of the brain, each and every part has certain function, so based on the function they may ask you, right? So in every chapter if you can concentrate the important concepts, that would be more helpful for you, because from each chapter maybe 2 or 3 questions maximum can come, that's it, right? So every chapter is important only here. Concentrate the important concepts of the chapter, right? So this is what the suggestion from my side. And you know, don't be in a hurry burry to shade the circles carefully. You have to think and circle. See, go for the first question, select the answer, then finish off shading the first question, right? And later go for the second question, right? This is the way you have to follow, right? So no need to panic here. Anyway, you know, this is a nice experience that you are getting for future. I told you, know, as for every competitive exam you have to give answers in OMR sheets. You have to shade the answers in OMR sheets only. So for that it will be a practice. And I heard that many of you are very much scared to attempt 3 subjects together. Like you people kept on saying how we can remember all the 3 subjects concepts in a single day. We have to attempt, and we will get confused between the subjects when we write all of them together, right? See, no confusions here. And you know what, even in the competitive examinations after your PUC or, you know, 12th standard, 2 subjects together you have to give the exam. Say if you are writing a CET, physics chemistry, you have to attempt in a single time slot, whereas biology and mathematics you have to attempt in a single time slot, right? So this is not a completely a new pattern, but it's new too early. So no need to get worried about this. You know, this will be a best kind of practice to attempt the competitive examinations after your PUC, right? So take everything in a positive way. Don't try to dig the negative aspect of the topic, right? So think it in a positive way. Think that this is like a challenge for you, facing a new pattern, and enjoy a new pattern, and start preparing for the new pattern instead of cursing the government or taking everything in a negative way. Okay, so take the things as it comes on your way, right, without thinking it in a negative way. That's what is the kind suggestion from my side. So in my next video, I am coming with chapter wise MCQs. Initially, I'll start with acids, bases and salts. See, from every chapter, I am picking up the top 20 to 25 questions, which can cover all the topics in a chapter, right? All the famous topics in a chapter, so that it may give you the maximum benefit. And as I always say, stay focused, okay, and have a particular aim and intention, so that your study can be consistent and constant, right? And that's all I wanted to tell you in this video. So do subscribe our channel to learn the concepts in a easiest way and in a detailed way. Let us meet you all in my next video with the top MCQs on a chapter, acids, bases and salts. All the best and good luck.